Hello, 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 hello. It's me, your girl, waking up on purpose. Yes, your input matters, and guess what? My input matters too. And we're still talking about love. And for today's letter, it is the letter E. As we know before, we've been talking about love. I've been asking people, what does love mean to them? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? How do you receive love? How do you give love? So we made it to the letter E. And for me, the letter E is expressive, showing expression, and being able to endure. Okay? That was for me. Um, Expressive, being able to communicate by using your words and more importantly, your actions. So, being able to communicate by using your words and more importantly, your actions. So, how are you communicating your love language? And how are you receiving your love language through communication? Um, I did do a live and I did have some great feedback. And, some people were saying how it's hard for them to receive love. They can give love, but it's hard to receive love. And I say that we are all capable of loving while broken. We've all been in a position where one time or another we were broken, but yet we still chose and choose to love. Now, before I was in saved, um, my words of love was hurtful words. Um, my actions were hurtful as well. I was manipulative with everything that goes along with that. I was cunning. I was doing all kinds of things, saying all kinds of things to get what I want. And sometimes in the atmosphere or the environment, okay, atmosphere, I left myself. Sometimes in the environment does play a part on how you love, on how you learn, and on how you receive love, give love. Those do play a major part in our lives because you can, like for instance, for myself, I grew up in a home, my mom didn't smoke, my mom didn't drink. Okay, she didn't curse or anything like that. But I was on drugs for years. Um, I didn't get that from her, but then come to find out, my dad, he's a drug addict. So, it came through that lineage. It came through that bloodline. So it was there lying dormant inside of me because of my father, you know. So whenever I tried something, it became addictive. I have had a addictive spirit. Even with things I do, like I can pray. I prayed. And then I had to catch myself, say, you know what? I'm praying at the same time all the time because it started feeling like a burden almost. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I feeling like this? And then I figured out that, oh, I need to switch that up. I need to change that up, you know, be led to do things, you know what I'm saying? In that kind of sense. But even with growing up, like you can grow up in a household where, um, like I said, like my mom didn't do drugs and alcohol. So either I'm not going to do it because I see my parent didn't do it. Either I'm going to do it because I see my parent do it. Either way, it will define how it's done, and how we think and how we carry on, how we develop. Um, Words of action. Another way we express ourselves, someone suggested is with our heart and with our time. And I was like, yes, what better way to show someone you care about them when you're giving them your time? And it's vice versa. You know, we're giving each other our time. We're spending time together, whether it's via phone call, going out, writing letters, however you communicate. There's many ways of communication. If we're communicating back and forth, and that means I have stopped a certain time out of my day, a moment out of my day, and you stopped a moment out of your day, and we're sharing time together. We're sharing time together. And you can share time sometimes, and people still won't even hear you or pay you any attention, you know? So when you choose to spend time with someone, you choose to deal with someone, give them your full attention as much as you can. Because again, you know, we all have life, you know? So that is a great way of doing that time, because time is something we cannot get back. Okay, time is something we cannot get back, and time is something I cannot give anyone. You know, I can set a time for a thing to happen, but life happens. You know, so that's how that go. And I also got being expressive. When we're expressing and we're using our words, we have to learn how to say what we mean and mean what we say. And even when we're saying what we mean and we mean in what we're saying, it doesn't mean that we're always right. It doesn't mean that I'm always right. Just because I'm saying what I want to say and I'm meaning what I'm saying, it doesn't mean that I'm right. It just means that I have an opinion about a thing, okay? It means that you have an opinion about a thing, okay? So say what you mean and mean what you say. But every day when I wake up, I just thank God for waking up and blessing me for another day, and just choosing to want to be intentional in my day, intentional with my time. You know, we have to be intentional with in whatever that we're doing. And whatever that we're doing, we have to be intentional. Okay? Now, the next word for the letter E, I had endure. Endure is being able to tolerate, bear, put up with, suffer, submit to, hold on, unchanging, unwavering. That's, excuse me, being able to endure. So when you're in a relationship, and when I mean relationship, I'm talking about all the ships: dating, marriage, friendship, courtship, whatever ship. I'm talking about all those relationships. I'm just not talking about one set of relationship. Relationship is what it is, relationships. You got to be able to endure. You got to be able to tolerate each other. When I'm at my worst, you know, when I'm feeling my lowest, you know, after I've did all that I can do to stand and stand, and I'm crawling and I'm weeping and I'm doing all I can do, I call and reach out to you. Are you able to tolerate me in those moments? Are you going to see me or deem me as not worthy of your time now, you know? So we have to be able to make sure that we try to be around people and have people in our lives that are able to tolerate us. Or what if I did all I can, and maybe, you know, we're eating and we're doing something, and you just see something over me, but you don't say anything. You know, maybe I don't have the words to communicate it, you know? So therefore, are you able to bear that? Are you able to, you know, say, hey, sis, what's going on with you? What's wrong? You know, are you sounding a little different, or is everything okay? And things like that, and vice versa. Allow someone to ask you if you're okay. You know, how things going with you. And then my thing is, in a relationship, I want to be as transparent and as honest as I can be. You know, I don't want to be in a relationship if I got to wonder if the person loves me, if I have to wonder if the person respects me or not. I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. You know, I don't want to be in a relationship if we get in a spat and then all of a sudden everything comes out, you know, and it's like, okay, wow, so where did that come from? You know, let's be in relationships so we can bring things to the table and talk about them as they are happening, as they are occurring. Because sometimes when we let things build up, we may say things that we don't mean to say. But guess what? Words do hurt. Yes, they do. Words hurt. Yes, they do. They do hurt, But we have to be mindful of those things. Just like with me, I'm very mindful. When I know when I don't feel like being bothered or anything. I just want to be in a place wherever I'm at, that state. I don't push that on other people. I don't push myself on other people because it has nothing to do with them. It's something that I'm dealing with on the inside. And so until I get that corrected on the inside, enough to where I'm showing being me on the outside, then I won't. I will remove myself. I won't. I won't do that, And then so you have to be able to do that. You have to be able to bear. What else we have to do when enduring in relationships? Because I think I said, let's see. Expressive, being able to communicate by using your words and more importantly, your actions. Say what you mean and mean what you say. As a result of being able to endure, being able to tolerate, bear, put up with, suffer, submit. Now, I want to say submit. Like, if something's going on, something happened, am I able to, like, I want to call and give my friend some good news. And I call on the phone and she may be going through something. So let me submit. Let me humble myself and tend to her needs. Let me tend to her needs. Let me submit myself and say, hey, you know what? What's going on? I apologize for this. I apologize for that. And vice versa. They should be able to say, hey, I apologize for this. I apologize for that. That's just submitting one another. We always think of submit. We think of just one thing, marriage. But like I said, it's all in relationship. It's how we deal with folks. Everything we do is all about how we deal with people, on day-to-day basis, wherever we go, wherever we go, whoever we meet, wherever we meet them at, we have to know that, okay? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Being able to tolerate, bear, put up with, suffer, submit, to hold on, unwavering and unchanging. You have to have wisdom to know when something is concerning you and when something is not concerning you. Being expressive. Now, I don't, some people grew up in seeing domestic violence in their homes and some people didn't. Even if you did not, please do not stick around in any relationship where their expression of love is hitting you. You're not here to be oops upside the head. For what? Why? Why are you playing suicide with your life? You playing suicide with your life, and they have an opportunity to live on, whether it's with somebody else or in prison. But you're playing suicide with your life. Why? Why do that? If you're in a bad relationship, go, flee, run. You've come, you just, that just became your normal. And that's not normal at all. That's not normal at all. You have to build your self-esteem up. And if you're not able to reach out to someone, okay? And I know a lot of us, because I was that way, one that was one way, but a lot of us don't tell things because people can be so judgmental. And it is what it is. That's just how people are going to be. But you got to get the tough skin to say, you know what? Judgmental or not, I need some help. Sis, will you help me? Can you help me? Brother, will you help me? Can you help me? And someone can lead you to some resources that you're able to get out of that relationship. Don't be stuck in a relationship just because you may be ashamed or embarrassed about your circumstances when you want to get out of your circumstances. So if you're trying to get out, you want to get out, do it. You have to do it for you. You cannot afford to play suicidal games with your life. You cannot allow someone else to hold your life in their hands. No, you cannot do that. Just because you may went through are going through or went through domestic violence, it doesn't make me any more better or higher because I may have or may not have. No, don't let your thoughts, don't let your mind play with you that people are not going to understand. Pray and ask God to lead you to somebody to talk with. And again, long as you know you're moving with pureness, long as you know that your motives are right and you go into that person with in right standing, that's all you can do. We cannot be justified and qualified and validated by what somebody else chooses to do with the information that you give them. You know, God would take care of that. God would take care of that. But if He's leading you to them, that means they have an answer for you. They have an answer for you. Whether it's them giving you the answer, leading you to resources, by helping you with resources, or by connecting you to someone that has been through what you're going through, and they're willing and transparent and open enough to talk to you about those things. Okay? So don't be sticking around, my sisters and my brothers, in these relationships where you're playing suicide. You jumping rope, teeter-tot, playing suicide with your life. Come on now. You're more important to that. You know, and if you don't feel you are, you have children, trust me, your children deem you the apple of their eyes. So they're watching you, you know. So what are you training them? What are you instilling in them to accept it or reject it? Because whatever they're seeing, either they're going to say, hey, this is what love is, or they're going to say, hey, this is not what love is, and I'm not going to accept that. For me, I've been on both sides. I've been the abuser, and I've been abused, you know. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, you don't have to accept that. You don't have to accept that. You put your foot down and you move on. You know, just by, who knows, you move on and give yourself some separation to build yourself up. To build yourself up. You have to build yourself up. And for me, how I build myself up is with the Word of God. Yes, it's with the Word of God. Yes, we have to. I have to. You know, I have to stay in the Word. I have to stay praying. I have to stay positive. You know, I have to. I have to. So that's what I was coming on today, was to talk about the letter E. Being expressive and being able to endure. So I thank you so very much for taking the time out of your busy day, taking a moment to listen to me, your girl, waking up on purpose. Why? Because my input matters, and guess what? Your input matters too. But before I leave, I want to leave you with the scripture. 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. Yes, He is. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. Okay, guys? So let's be more expressive. Let's be able to try to endure a little more. And I'm not talking about endure a little more of abuse. I'm not talking about that at all. I don't care what the circumstance is. You're being abused. You don't have to tolerate that. Do not tolerate that. Let's be more expressive. Let's say I love you more. Let's tell a friend. Let's tell a husband. Let's tell a wife. Let's tell a daughter. Let's tell a son, a niece, a uncle, a nephew. Let's tell someone just in the store, oh, I like your hair. Oh, your skin is so pretty. Oh, I like that outfit. You know, I really appreciate you in my life because you encourage me. Even when I don't have the words to say, you say the words. When you speak, I listen because I don't want to miss anything that I could have been praying or asking for, and it's coming right out of your mouth. Okay? So let's learn how to be good listeners as well. Okay?
You always
And
say that.
so, yes, I do. My big boy, I always tell him, Gigi, I always say you got to be a good listener. Yes, you have to learn how to listen, because I know how it is to want to talk and nobody listen, and I know how it is to talk and nobody's still listening. So it is what it is, okay? So I'm built tough for a lot of stuff, okay? And give God the glory for that. So everything that I've been through has making me and has made me and is making me who I'm becoming
That's where you
every
get the
day.
words from.
That's right. That's right. That's where I get the words from. You're so right. So you guys continue to have a great day. And thank you again for watching me. Remember, we may bend, but we won't break, because our God never makes mistakes.